Do you ever just want to give up? You know, you're making so much progress, you have a big dream, you're working towards it, and every single day you're working towards that goal and you're making more progress than you ever thought possible. In fact, it's sometimes happening so fast you don't even know what to do with yourself, but at the same time, something completely out of your control happens and it just puts a humongous wrench in your plans. Yeah, that's basically what's going on with me and YouTube at the moment. So here comes the big question, right? Am I going to just give up? Oh, hell no. What, are you crazy? I'm not stopping here. I've come way too far just to give up. But I do have a channel update for you guys, so just follow me. Get your kid ass out of here. So, as you can hopefully see, my animation is kind of changing. It's actually looking really, really cool. I'm starting to become an actual animator, and it's just really exciting. It looks really, really awesome. I've been able to do so much more with this new program I got called Caden Live, and I'm telling you what, it is so much better than Adobe. Like, I'm not even kidding. There was so much about Adobe that I struggled with, and I couldn't even figure out the basic tools from Adobe. And yes, there is a lot of Adobe. There's a lot that it can do. I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, I just didn't like how they ran their business. And eventually, I just stopped using Adobe and wanted to try this other program. And yeah, Caden Live, turns out I can do so much more with Caden Live than I ever could with Adobe, because it's just, it's not that Adobe can't do it. It's just, this program is just so much easier to use. It's so much easier to understand. And I'm just really starting to only tap the surface of what I can do with Caden Live. So here's the thing, right? I don't get political for a reason on this channel. I don't like politics at all. It just straight up divides people. But you know what, with this situation, I do have an opinion, and I'm going to state what my opinion is. To me, I really don't like the fact that people under the age of 17 are even on the internet. I think YouTube is fine. I think PlayStations and Nintendo Switches with private chats that are heavily monitored is fine, heavily monitored by, of course, the parents and, of course, my systems. Like, I'm telling you what, I don't know if anyone played Wizard 101 as a kid, but when I used to play Wizard 101, you couldn't even type the word idiot. It wouldn't let you say that. I say stuff like that is fine for kids, and I think that's where they should be. I don't think they should actually be straight up on social media. And when it comes to YouTube, I mean, I don't know, because when I was 16, 17 years old, I was reading Naruto, and sometimes while reading Naruto, I didn't understand everything about it, right? So I would search up videos about my hobby, about my interests, to learn better from older people, and it was fantastic. And it helped me understand a lot more of Naruto from other perspectives, from people older than me. It really helped me a lot to understand more about my hobby and interest, which was at the time Naruto. I think YouTube is a great source for searching up stuff and learning about stuff and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think YouTube is important, but here's the thing. It should always be regulated and watched by the parents, not by YouTube itself. That is my opinion. and I do not like the idea that YouTube is going to be using AI to figure out and if someone is under the age of 17, like they're not even going to take your word for it. And I understand why, because people all the time, they say, oh, I'm 19 years old. I have an account when really they're like 14 years old. So of course people lie all the time. That's why they're going to ignore your pre-established age and instead are going to try to judge based off your interests, whether you are a child or not. But here's the problem, right? I'm 28 and I'm not gonna lie. My dad is 40. He's in his late 40s, early 50s, and he looks like he's in his 30s. I have the same genes. I may be 28 years old, but I look like I'm 15, 16 years old. It's actually really annoying because I get mistaken for being in school all the time when I haven't been in school in over a decade. I just got good genes, I guess. You know, one day I'm gonna be thankful for him because when I'm like 70 years old, everyone's gonna look like they're in their 90s, and I'm gonna look like I'm in my 50s. You know, it is gonna be handy eventually, right? But there are a lot of people like me who, despite being young, are not that young. We look younger than we actually are, and it's going to mess us all up. And that's going to get me really hard. I know they're going to flag me for that. And it's so ridiculous that they're basically holding a metaphorical weapon at us and saying, hey, give us everything, your docs, your information, give us your ID, everything, or else we're going to just delete your channel like that. And that's the thing. YouTube, if they wanted to, they could say all of My Little Pony content is considered inappropriate, doesn't follow our guidelines, and delete every single pony YouTuber on the platform. We're literally at their mercy when it comes to that stuff. And now it's just going to get even worse with all this ID information. Because here's the thing. There are a lot of people like me who are even older than me, people in their 40s who love talking about stuff they were into when they were younger. Like, for example, cartoons and movies that they liked when they were younger. That YouTube is a great place to make a humongous platform and actually make money off of just your hobby, off of just talking about stuff that you love. And that's why I love YouTube as basically a great opportunity for that kind of stuff. And it's a great opportunity to make a little bit of money talking about just stuff that you love, just doing stuff that you love, being creative. And that's why I'm never going to give up. But I can't put all my eggs in one basket anymore. So because of that, I got a Rumble account. You guys can go ahead and follow me on Rumble if you guys want to. I will be uploading all of my videos that are on this channel to Rumble, except for Blood of the Chimera, because those videos are basically more or less supposed to be, you know, they're non-monetized videos. I'm never going to be able to monetize those videos. I don't want to monetize those videos. So they're just going to be exclusively YouTube just for fun. But yeah, that is basically my entire thoughts on this entire situation. I think I don't like the idea that YouTube is doing this, but I understand why they're trying to do this. I guess I'm in the middle, and I kind of wish they weren't. I think one of the dumbest situations we have right now is the fact that we basically are letting the internet raise our kids instead of the actual parents. Parents, just watch what your kids are doing on the internet. And I mean, I also understand YouTube's point of view on this as well, right? I mean, they don't want to get like super sued because of YouTube policies and all that, and the internet policies and all that. It's kind of screwing over YouTube. They're just a company. They're trying to make this platform as safe as possible to use. So I do understand both sides of the argument. I don't like it, but I do understand what they're doing. I mean, let's not forget the whole Kappa situation with YouTube and how they were literally sending ads to kids based off everything that they were watching on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm sorry, that is technically straight up rapey that YouTube was gathering information and selling kids toys and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sorry. The fact that YouTube got super sued over that and they don't ever want to get super sued over this stuff again is the reason why we're in this mess in the first place. So in the end, it all goes back to YouTube's fault, I guess. But I more am in line of blaming parents for this whole situation than I am blaming YouTube, because truth be told, in all honesty, devil's advocate here, YouTube is just absolutely trying not to get sued again, and I understand why. And just as a reminder, I do not make videos for kids. I make videos just about for everyone. And honestly, if a kid is watching my video, I ask you to go tell your parents, because I'm telling you, I curse all the time in these videos. And I do that to make sure that YouTube doesn't flag me for making little kid content, because I don't make content for kids. I really make content for adults. I make content for those like me who are adults who love MOP. That's what I make content for. That is my audience. That is my target audience. My target audience is not all these teens and kids watching my content. Honestly, I don't even know if you're going to be allowed to watch my content anymore unless you sign in with an ID. And even if you sign in with an ID, guess what? If you're under 18, I don't even think YouTube is going to allow you to see my content because I curse in my videos. So I have no idea what's going to happen. Say, yeah, I don't like this idea. But at the same time, I also think, just like with AI, just like with really anything, the worst case scenario is often never going to happen. So despite having to now give YouTube my ID, which I don't like because, I mean, come on, let's face it. Google itself and YouTube is part of Google. There is no really any sense of privacy once you make your Google accounts. They need to know every bit of information. In fact, I honestly feel like the ID thing is just going to make it that much worse. You know what I mean? I feel like Google and YouTube have every single piece of information they can on me. They know I like MOP. They keep serving me weird ads that I don't even like to watch. I don't know why, but Google, and I'm just going to be totally honest with you, I'm straight, but Google thinks I'm gay, and Google actually serves me gay ads ever since I joined the MOP community. I don't know what that is about. I keep telling them, hey, this isn't an ad for me. I keep trying to block the ad, and no, they keep serving gay ads to me. Great. No, Google doesn't get it right all the time, but they clearly think I'm gay for some reason, probably because I like My Little Pony. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but yeah, that's kind of the whole situation here. I am improving all the time. I'm getting better all the time, and I'm never going to stop. I'm not going to stop YouTube. But I am getting on Rumble as a backup just in case anything ever happened to this YouTube channel. You guys can follow me on X, Twitter. And I know everyone's like, I swear, after I joined Twitter, there was this humongous, hilarious backlash from a Discord server that I was in. People start hating me because I joined Twitter, and it's like, well, I can't really join anything else, can I? It's all political. Like that's something I also really don't like. I don't like how everything today is so political and so diverse. If you can't even like a show, you can't even talk about a TV show or a cartoon show, which, by the way, I get into these shows that they're supposed to be a sense of escape. I watch My Little Pony, I watch Star Wars. I get into these shows to escape the political nonsense. And you don't let me escape anymore. No, it's no wonder why people get so mad at this stuff, because you're not letting us have a break from it. I'm just getting tired of it all. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, because I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep talking about what I love. I'm going to keep making my videos. I'm going to improve no matter what the haters say. I'm going to improve for myself. And you guys are free to watch me if you want. It's up to you. I'm not telling you you gotta watch me, but I am asking you to give me a chance. They say hate the player, not the game, but honestly, when the game keeps changing, you kind of gotta get angry a little bit at the game and a little bit more at the player who's always changing the game. At the same time, you only lose the game when you quit. And I'm not gonna quit. That said, that's what's going on. The videos are getting better. And because of that, I might have to extend the one video a week thing till December, because there's just a lot more I gotta do now. There's a lot more I gotta learn. There's a lot more I gotta get better at. But when I get there, obviously, the videos are going to be insanely cool and insanely awesome. And they're only going to improve from here. And that's the thing. Why would I quit now when I'm literally better at my arts than ever before? And literally, I'm at 700 and a core subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing. I can't believe I have this many subscribers. It means so much to me. Thank you all for your support. And I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost monetized. Why would I quit now? I'm definitely not going to quit now. But I just got to make up some backup plans just in case anything goes weird with YouTube. Because I feel like this big change with YouTube's policies is going to make things definitely harder. But they say, what doesn't kill you make you stronger, right? And here's the thing. This is definitely going to slow me down. It's definitely going to be a hiccup. But it's not going to stop me. And you shouldn't let it stop you either. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the animation, because I think the animation is just so ridiculously cool. I can't believe I'm able to animate like this. As episode 4 is going to be animated in the same way, but I am still going to come out with Blood of the Chimera episode 4. My goal for that is actually December 1st. I'm going to come out with episode 4 on December 1st. And now I have a date. That's right. So now I gotta really start working on that. But it's almost done. Really, all the art is done. I just need to put it together, and that's only gonna take me a little while. So definitely going to be putting out episode 4 on December 1st. But just wait. While episode 4 is going to be a lot better than episode 3, episode 5 is going to amaze you, because I'm going to animate it like this. So it's going to be really insane. And all of this is just working towards the idea, the plan one day when I can actually just animate my own show. That's right. I want to turn Blood of the Chimera into a non-pony version and make my own show with it. And one day I will. One day I will. I'm just working towards that goal. With that said, what do you guys think of all the stuff I talked about in this video? What do you guys think about the animations? Let me know down in the comments below. With that said, don't ever give up, my friends, and remember, friendship is magic.